Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Natasha. I live a lifestyle based in abundance. I hope it rubs off on you or that you have somebody to relate to. And right now, I was just thinking about like relationships, kind of like how like my defenses, and not just in relationships, but just how I come across in relationships. I've been on a healing, and I was wondering if you could relate, thinking about like yourself and how you change and shift in relationships. Because I've been on a healing journey for so long now. Let me tell you that I thought I was going to be definitely success. I mean, I would have figured that I would have been like successful in this material way by now. I'm in my mid 30s. I had a spiritual awakening in my late 20s, so about 7 years ago. And oh my God, it was so what happened was my Kundalini awakened. And if you don't know what that is, it's very niche. I believe it, well, I'm not sure, but I know that at least in part it comes from ancient Hindu, or sorry, ancient Indian beliefs. And I'm sorry that I'm not more versed or articulate about that, but and people might say, oh, it's part of like the metaphysical community, but I think the metaphysical community draws on real and ancient cultures, for example, like ancient Chinese, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So anyways, my Kundalini awakened, and ever since then my chakras have been healing, because what happens when your Kundalini awakens is that it's setting you up to heal completely, like entirely. Okay, I'm talking about your personal trauma. I'm talking about your trauma in your life, all your trauma. I'm talking about societal paradigms that would keep you from your wholeness. And probably also like generational trauma and stuff like that. So that's involved a lot of me resting and processing and getting into my shadow, which, if you don't know what that is, it just means like the part of you that is more occult, the part of you that you don't see as much, the part of you that is less societally savory. And so that's what I've been doing for like 7 years. And instead of, kind of like working on becoming successful in this material way, I've actually been like sitting with my feelings, processing trauma. One big thing is that I have learned to go with the flow. And so what that means is that I'm constantly moving forward, moving on, walking away, letting go. And as this happens, you're not stuck. So things come up from the surface. It's like you're constantly moving. Think of it as like a body of water will accumulate like algae and stuff if it's, this is what somebody told me a long time ago. But anyway, but yeah, a body of water will grow algae and stuff if it's just stuck, if there's no movement. And it's the same. And so when you start to move and you really just go with the flow, it keeps the waters running clear. And but for me, I guess for people, part of that is like stuff from your subconscious keeps coming up and you keep dealing with it. And so that's been me for so long. And I want to say that that's part of the reason why I'm not successful in this material way right now, which I feel successful in a material way in the sense that I'm able to enjoy everything I have, also because I go with the flow and I listen to my intuition and I live according to abundance, not to a lack mentality. I buy whatever I want within reason. If it feels like if it feels right, then I'll buy it, like a coffee, a shirt, or whatever. But anyway, I started this video talking about how I am I don't like my hair like this, sorry. But I started this video talking about how I am in relationships, because while I know that I'm committed, again, if I want to be with somebody, I'm sorry, I have not, my hair is messy. It really is. So I was gonna hop in the shower, that's when my hair was up, but it's just so messy. Okay, so I was saying that before I talked about the shower, I don't quite remember, but um, yeah, so I've just noticed, oh, that's what I was saying, that in relationships, when I want to be with somebody, I know I'm 100% committed, meaning my heart, my mind, my body, and soul are invested, or they're loyal. My heart, body, mind, spirit, soul are loyal to the person. But I think I have some things about me that might be off-putting to people, which I mean, probably a lot of us do, and it's just part of being human in an imperfect world, I think. But I feel like it takes, for me, I feel like it takes somebody who is dedicated to my growth and sees everything as, oh, this person is vulnerable, which I think is just what it is to be a decent partner. But I think that when I've dated people in the past, even if they were overall good people, they didn't, I don't know, like maybe because maybe they had like emotional stuff, or like they weren't able to like really connect to me in the heart. And I don't think I'm never mean on purpose, like unless it's like a really fiery moment and I'm not even fully aware of what I'm doing or whatever, But anyway, generally, like, I don't know, it's just like I realize that I have to want somebody, or like expect somebody who sees everything I do as coming from a place of vulnerability. And but I mean particularly, well, everything. My kindness, my, you know, defenses. I don't like I need somebody is who has that lens of like, oh, this person doesn't mean to be this way, or like this person is not being mean to me. And that's somebody who's really gentle, really sensitive. But I think more than anything, I think it's somebody, well, not more than anything, but I don't know. Like, I'm wondering why I've dated people in the past I wanted to be with. I think they were overall good people, but they weren't able to commit to me. And I don't mean to say that they refused to be with me exclusively, or to say, okay, we're definitely exclusive and going steady, going steady. As if this was like the 70s. But anyway, but I just mean that I felt like their heart wasn't fully invested. And I guess it's because I, that's how I relate to people. I'm automatically in my heart, and that's the only way. I mean, that's like my central way of relating to people. But I've discovered some things about me that aren't so savory, and I'm like working on them. But I just think like in terms of a partner, I need somebody who's really sweet and kind, and kind of just sees the world and people with rose-colored glasses. And I think that's what I need. And I think that my subconscious might be rejecting that, but I'm working on it. So, what about you?